Good day everyone, I'm Maria Paulo Binatividad and I'm going to discuss about introducing new market offerings. Introducing new market offerings is a process through which development of new core products or services takes place in order to augment them for building market offerings and bringing them to market. Types of new product. New products range from new-to-the-world items that create an entirely new market to minor improvements or revisions of existing products. Most new product activity is devoted to improving existing products. So by manufacturing new products, a firm can meet seasonal requirements of customers in the market. Customers are satisfied due to matching products in each of the seasons, and company can get reasonable business. Creativity and innovation is an efficient way to attain more market share or sales. Another innovative new product that commands a premium is Beats by Dr. Dre headphones. So this is Dr. Dre headphones. Beats by Dre. Born Andrew Young and a founding member of NWA and famed rap producer, Dr. Dre had made an indelible mark on the music scene before becoming an entrepreneur. So beats became fashionable as they were practical and an essential modern lifestyle item. Beats by Dre has partnered with firms like Chrysler, HP, and HTC to build its sound technology in their cars, computers, and smartphones, and has also introduced its own version of earbuds and other products. The company was acquired by Apple for $3 billion in August 2014. Challenges in new product development. In retailing, consumer goods, electronics, autos, and other industries, the time to bring a product to market has been cut in half. For instance, luxury leather goods maker Louis Vuitton has implemented a new factory format dubbed Paris so it could ship fresh collections to its boutiques every 6 weeks, more than twice as frequently as in the past, giving customers more new looks to choose from. So this is the example of the product of Louis Vuitton that have more development and they send a fresh collection to boutiques every 6 weeks. Next is the innovation imperative. In an economy of rapid change, continuous innovation is a necessity. Companies that fail to develop new products leave themselves vulnerable to changing customer needs and taste, shorten product life cycles, increase domestic and foreign competition, and especially new technologies. It means they turn new ideas into widely used practice. The reasons are clear. The benefits from innovation are highly promising. At a macroeconomic level, the capability to innovate fuels countries' global competitiveness. Next is W. L. Gore. Best known for its Gore-Tex high-performance fabrics, W. L. Gore has introduced breakthrough versions of guitar strings, dental floss, medical devices, and fuel cells while constantly reinventing the uses of the polymer polytetrafluoroethylene. W. Ergor several principles guide the company's new product development. First, it works with potential customers. Its thoracic graft, designed to combat heart disease, was developed in close collaboration with physicians. Second, Gore has a distinctly egalitarian culture. It lets employees choose projects and appoints few product leaders and teams. The company likes to nurture passionate champions who convince others a project is worth their time and commitment, and leaders have positions of authority because they have followers. Innovation is about creating new choices. So this is the example of Gore-Tex high-performance fabrics. Next is new product success. Most established companies focus on incremental innovation, entering new markets by tweaking products for new customers, using variations on a core product to stay one step ahead of the market and creating interim solutions for industry-wide problems. So, new product success is the first and most important reason for any new development is to provide new value to the customer. Without this, there is no reason for them to trade their money for the new device. However, if the product or service offers overwhelming value, then customers will flock to it. Next is Angry Bird. Angry Bird is an example of spectacular success. Angry Bird has transcended its origins as a mobile app to become a cultural phenomenon, an entrenched brand franchise. Next is new product failure. New products continue to fail at rates estimated as high as 50% or even 95% in the United States and 90% in Europe. So some additional drawbacks new product launches face are fragmented markets. Companies must aim their new products at smaller market segments than before, which can mean lower sales and profits for each product. Next is social, economic, and governmental constraints. New products must satisfy consumer safety, environmental concerns, and straining production constraints. Costing method is important for the company's decision to sell an intermediate product or to process products further. For instance, the coconut industry is considered to be the lifeblood of Philippine agriculture. Next is capital shortage. Some companies with good ideas cannot raise the funds to research and launch them. Capital shortage. It is important to be going faster, has some business and technical advantages. Next is shorter core development time. Companies must learn to compress development time with new techniques, strategic partners, early concept tests, and advanced marketing planning. Poor launch timing. New products are sometimes launched too late, after the category has already taken off, or too early for sufficient interest to have gathered. Next is shorter product life cycles. Rivals are quick to copy success. At one time, Sony enjoyed a 3 years lead on its new products, but Matsushita and others learned to copy them within 6 months, leaving Sony with barely time to recoup its investment. Lack of organizational support. The new product may not mesh with the corporate culture or receive the financial or other support it needs. So those are some additional drawbacks new product launches are need to face. Next is organizational arrangements. Many companies use customer-driven engineering to develop new products, incorporating customer preferences in the final design. Some, such as SAP, have relied on organizational changes to help develop more successful new products. An organizational structure is a system that outlines how certain activities are directed in order to achieve the goals of an organization. These activities can include rules, roles, and responsibilities. The organizational structure also determines how information flows between levels within the company. Next is budgeting for new product development. R&D outcomes are so uncertain that it is difficult to use normal investment criteria within budgeting for new product development. So let's define budget. Budget is the amount of money required to take a product from the concept stage through to manufacturing startup. That is include design, engineering, design iteration, prototyping, optimization, production, regulatory testing, product design documentation, and tooling for chasing this figure. Next is cost of finding one successful new product. So this is the table that shows how a company might calculate the cost of new product development. The new products manager at a large consumer packaged goods company reviewed 64 ideas. 16 passed the screening stage and cost 1,000 million each to review at this point. Half or 8 survived the concept testing stage at a cost of 20,000 million each. 4 survived the product development stage at a cost of 200,000 million each. 2 did well in the test market costing 500,000 each million. Two did well in the test market, costing 500,000 each million. When they were launched at a cost of 5 million each, one was highly successful. Thus, this one successful idea cost the company 5,721,000 to develop, while 63 others fell by the wayside for a total development cost of 13,984,000. Unless the company can improve its pass ratios and reduce costs at each stage, it will need to budget nearly 14 million for each successful new idea it hopes to find. Next is organizing new product development. Companies handle the organizational aspect of new product development in several ways. Many assign responsibility to product managers, but product managers are often busy managing existing lines and may lack the skills and knowledge to develop and critique new products. So this is Sir James Dyson acknowledges that he has endured many unsuccessful new product ideas on his way to finding a few successful ones. The James Dyson Foundation provides the materials and mentorship that budding inventors need so that they can get hands-on with problems, think differently, and find solutions. Next is cross-functional teams. Dow and General Mills have assigned new product development to venture teams, cross-functional groups charged with developing a specific product or business. These entrepreneurs are relieved of other duties and given a budget, time frame, and scan work setting. Scan works are informal workplaces, sometimes garages, where entrepreneurial teams work to develop new products. Crowdsourcing. The internet lets companies engage external participants in the new product development process in rich and meaningful ways. Crowdsourcing. Through crowdsourcing, these paid or unpaid outsiders can offer needed expertise or different perspective on a task or project that might otherwise be overlooked. Next is stage gate systems. Many top companies use this stage gate system to divide the innovation process into stages, with a gate or checkpoint at the end of each. Stage gate brings discipline to project execution structure. Because the stage gate process is structured, it helps define the duties of project managers and provides them with a map of what they are supposed to do and the results they should arrive to. Next is new product development process. New product development is a process of taking a product or service from conception to market. The process sets out the series of stages that new products typically go through, beginning with ideation and concept generation and ending with the product's introduction to the market. Next is managing the development process ideas. Generating ideas, the new product development process starts with a search for ideas. Some marketing experts believe we find the greatest opportunities and highest leverage for new products by uncovering the best possible set of unmet customer needs or technological innovation. Idea generation is important because it enables you to expand your range of ideas beyond your current range of thinking. The final idea chosen is only as good as the potential ideas available. Next is interacting with employees. Employees can be a source of ideas for improving production, products, and services. These are relationships between coworkers, managers, and staff and employees with the public. Positive interactions increase good feelings, increase morale, and improve work satisfaction. And take the time and energy to help everyone in the organization develop these skills for positive interactions whenever possible. Next is interacting with outsiders. Encouraged by the open innovation movement, many firms are going outside their bounds to tap external sources of new ideas. Outsider interactions can select for higher cognitive abilities in both similar and different ways to within group interactions. Next, PNG is Connect plus develop approach to innovation. Fastest growing revenue and profit was Procter and Gamble. Following its growth were successful new products such as Olive, Regeneries, Swiffer, Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, Pulsonic Toothbrush, and Octonel, prescribed for osteoporosis. Many of these reflected innovation in what then CEO A.G. Lafay called the core markets, categories, brands, technologies, and capabilities. P&G is three core requirements for a successful connect plus develop strategy are: Number 1, never assume that ready to go ideas found outside are truly ready to go. There will always be development work to do, including risky scale up. Number 2, don't underestimate the internal resources required. A full-time senior executive will need to run any connect and develop initiative. And the last, never launch without a mandate from the CEO. Connect and develop cannot succeed if it's cordoned off in R&D. It must be a top-down company-wide strategy. Creativity is mostly about making connections in ways that are not obvious. Here is a sampling of techniques for stimulating creativity in individuals and groups. Attribute listing. List the attributes of an object, such as a screwdriver, then modify each attribute, such as replacing the wooden handle with plastic, providing torque power, adding different screw heads, and so on. Next is force relationships. List several ideas and consider each in relationship to each of the others. And designing new office furniture. For example, consider a desk, bookcase, and filing cabinet as separate ideas. Then imagine a desk with a built-in bookcase or a desk with built-in files for a bookcase with built-in files. Next is morphological analysis. Start with the problem such as getting something from one place to another via a powered vehicle. Now think of dimensions such as the type of platform, car, chair, sling, bed, the medium, air, water, oil, wheels, and the power source, compressed air, electric motor, magnetic fields. By listing every possible combination, you can generate many new solutions. Next, reverse assumption analysis. List all the normal assumptions about an entity and then reverse them. Instead of assuming that a restaurant has menus, charges for food, and served food, reverse each assumption. The new restaurant may decide to serve only what the chef bought that morning, provide some food but charge for the time that person sits at the table, or design an exotic atmosphere and rent the space to people who bring their own food and beverage. Next, new context. Take familiar processes, such as people helping services, and put them into a new context. Imagine helping dogs and cats with daycare service, stress reduction, psychotherapy, funerals, and so on. Instead of sending hotel guests to the front desk to check in, greet them at curbside and use a wireless device to register them. The last is mind mapping. Start with an idea, such as a car, then think of the next idea that comes up, say Mercedes, and link into car. Then think of the next association, Germany, and do this with all associations that come up with each new word. Perhaps a whole new idea will materialize. Next, using idea screening. In screening ideas, the company must avoid two types of errors. A drop error occurs when the company dismisses a good idea. It is extremely easy to find fault with other people's ideas. Some companies shudder when they look back at ideas they dismiss or sigh of relief when they realize how close they came to dropping what eventually became a huge success. So the idea screening process helps to reduce the amount of irrelevant ideas into a convenient amount which can further turn into prototypes. The purpose of screening is to drop poor ideas as early as possible.